Imagine waking up one morning to fuel up your engine, only to discover that half the fuel supply on the US East Coast has stopped flowing. Not because of war, not because of bad weather, but because of a group of hackers. Panic spreads, gas stations run dry, long lines stretch for miles, and in the chaos, a single name rises from the digital shadows: DarkSide. DarkSide isn't your average group of hackers. They didn't appear as troublemakers searching for attention, nor as activists chasing political causes. Instead, they emerged in 2020 as a cold, calculated cybercrime operation built for one purpose: profit. To them, the internet wasn't a place to explore. It was a marketplace where the one with the right skills could make a ton of money, and every vulnerable company was an opportunity waiting to be cashed in. To understand DarkSide, you must understand how they saw themselves. They weren't rebels or revolutionaries. They were business people. Their tool of choice was ransomware, malicious code that locks a company's entire system until a ransom is paid. But they took it further. In addition to locking systems, they stole sensitive data and threatened to leak it. This strategy, known as double extortion, became their signature. Their message to victims was simple: pay us or watch your world burn by leaking your precious secret. Unlike chaotic hacker groups that hide behind masks and slogans, DarkSide marketed itself like a corporation. They had a polished website. They posted updates and announcements. They even offered customer support for victims negotiating ransom payments. Their identity wasn't built on mystery. It was built on professionalism. Their black and white branding and cold tone projected one idea: we are organized, we are efficient, we mean business. If they had a slogan, it would echo their mindset: no chaos, only profit. That's not an official line, but it captures exactly who they were. And then came the moment that etched DarkSide into history. In May 2021, they attacked Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the United States. One ransomware infection forced the company to shut down operations. Overnight, fuel to the East Coast came to a halt. Airports felt it. Trucking routes felt it. Millions of Americans felt it. The US government had to declare a state of emergency, not because of a natural disaster, but because of a group of unseen hackers thousands of miles away. Colonial Pipeline eventually paid millions in ransom, hoping to restore service and calm the chaos. But the damage was done. DarkSide had proven a terrifying truth. In the digital age, a few lines of code can hit harder than any bomb. And Colonial Pipeline wasn't their only victim. DarkSide targeted chemical distributors, manufacturers, and technology companies. They carefully picked large businesses, the kind that could afford millions, and the kind that feared public embarrassment. They weren't loud or ideological, they were strategic. Every attack was a financial calculation. Every victim was a revenue stream. But success can also be a spotlight. And for criminals, that spotlight is deadly. After the Colonial Pipeline crisis dominated global headlines, law enforcement and intelligence agencies around the world zeroed in on DarkSide. Cryptocurrency wallets linked to them were seized. Their servers were shut down. Their infrastructure collapsed overnight. And just as quickly as they emerged, DarkSide vanished from the internet. No dramatic arrests, no public statements, only silence. Some believe they changed their name and continued their work. Others think international pressure forced them into hiding. The truth remains hidden in the same shadows they once used as cover. But DarkSide's legacy goes far beyond a single attack. They changed the world's understanding of cybercrime. They exposed how fragile the systems we rely on truly are. And they showed that digital warfare isn't reserved for governments. It can be waged by organized criminals with nothing but laptops, coding skills, and ambition. Their story raises difficult questions. Were they masterminds or digital terrorists? Were their actions strategic business or chaos disguised as profit? Did they make the world stronger by exposing vulnerabilities or weaker by exploiting them? One thing is clear: DarkSide's operations didn't aim to improve society. They weren't activists and they weren't heroes. Their attacks caused panic, economic damage, and fear. They shook the confidence of nations and disrupted the lives of ordinary people. They operated in a world without morality, guided by money, leverage, and opportunity. In a world where our lives depend on digital systems, fuel pipelines, hospitals, food suppliers, transportation, DarkSide proved how quickly everything can crumble. And though they disappeared, the blueprint they left behind continues to inspire new cybercriminal groups today. DarkSide turned the internet into its battlefield. They proved that war no longer needs soldiers. Just access. Just code. Just motivation. The cyber war has already begun, and most people never saw it coming. They are unaware of what is to come. However, to truly understand why hackers act the way they do, and knowing what you now know about DarkSide, it's worth asking a deeper question. When you weigh their motives against basic morality and ethics, do their actions seem justified? And if you were in their position, driven by money, loyalty, or personal ambition, would you have made the same choices? Well, let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next story behind the mask.